Every injury, every mental struggle, every depression and pain is always resistance. Resistance towards life and resistance to our natural self. Water doesn't injure itself. Water doesn't break. It flows around rocks easily and effortlessly. And if you observe nature, you also will come to the conclusion that everything is effortless. Everything is interacting in a way that is natural. Nature is natural. That's why we call it natural. It's when something is natural. So not just the tree and not just the flower has life force in them. We too obviously have life force, consciousness inside of us. And this force too is trying to flow through us. And if it flows through us effortlessly and freely, we call that creativity. We call that passion. We call that enthusiasm. We call it he's in the zone, he's in flow states. The he, the I, disappears. It's when something bigger is taken over. And that is when there is no resistance. There's no more resistance towards life. It's like the breath. It flows. Experiences come in and go. So why do we get injured? Why do we get depressed? Why do we feel lazy? Why do we feel as if life has been taken out of us? We don't want to live anymore. It feels exhausting. We burn out. It's because where we are right now, we fight against it. We say, that's not where I want to be. I'd rather be there. I'd rather look like this. I'd rather be this. We deny the moment. We resist against it. And we are constantly trying to get somewhere else but now. Because now is not good enough. I am not good enough. And we try to use the present moment to arrive somewhere in the future, and there is a lot of friction in that. There's a lot of tension. That is not effortless. That is not the path of least effort, of least resistance. And nature, as I said, it always goes the path of least resistance. And if we walk the path of full resistance for long enough, we injure ourselves. We get accidents, or we get illness. We break an arm, or we get cancer, or a cold, because we didn't listen. And then the body needs to speak. The body needs to bring us back into our flow. Everything that is natural and loose in the moment, everything that responds to this very moment, receptive, responding, an empty mind, feeling what wants to move through me, what comes right now. If we feel that, if we play with that, if we get sensitive to the moment, then we become natural. Then things start to become easy. When we have no concept, no prefabricated idea of how life should be otherwise, if we are fully here right now, with an empty mind, with the mind of a kid, of a child that just looks, it's just there. It just observes, and it just lets come what comes. That is the quality of a child. That's what Jesus said when he said, you should become like children again in order to enter heaven. Heaven is here. The kingdom of heaven is within you. It is this state of complete openness to life, of feeling that effortless flow that comes through you, that moves through you. That is heaven. There is no fighting. There's no resistance. There's no it should be that way. And then you become your natural, authentic, real self. You do not censor yourself anymore. You're no more scared of what people say. You just let it flow through. And that flow, that invigorates you, that makes you feel alive. That gives you strength. And you feel joyful and happy. And then the body has no reason to injure you. It has no reason to get ill. Because you're flooded with life force energy, and you want to take on these days because you wake up in the morning with this curiosity, what is this day gonna bring? And that is a beautiful life. A beautiful life is not, I want that, and I'm telling you what a beautiful life is, and this is how it is. That's not a beautiful life. A beautiful life is, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I can't wait what's gonna move through me today. And imagine starting your day with such less resistance every morning. You don't make plans. You don't say, I want to go do this. I'm going to do this now. It's going to be great if I do that and here and all these tasks. No. You sit down in stillness, be still, and you wait and you feel, what is being moved today? What is life actually? What wants life to bring through me, not me? That's the state of monks, that's the state of Jesus, that's a dialogue with God, with life. It's where you're very present and alert. In this state you need to be very alert, very present. You see, if you have resistance, and resistance comes with concepts about life, when you say, I need to live my life like that, I have this moral code, and that's how I should be doing it. You have prefabricated ideas. If you're in that state, you don't need to be alert. You have that structure built around your life. So you don't need to be alert. You don't need to dance with life. You don't need to respond to life anymore. You already have responses in your head. You made them. You are prefabricated. You're a robot. You know how to answer when they ask you, how are you? You know what to do. You know when to lie, when to say the truth. All of those things. But if you go the path of least resistance, it is a flow, and a flow is shifting and twisting and turning and alive. Changes direction every time. And that's when our mind needs to be extremely alert, present. You're in a dialogue with life itself, with God itself. You feel moment to moment, where is my bliss taking me? Where is my joy taking me right now? Because the energy of bliss and joy and excitement, that is God telling us, go this way, go that way now. When we are in the path of least resistance, we always feel joyful. We always feel free. We always feel at ease. There is no dis-ease. There is ease. But for it, we need to be alert. We need to be present. We need to drop all preconceptions. We need to give up all ideas and concepts that we have about ourselves. We even need to give up our character. We need to be empty, like an empty cup. We need to be empty, and we need to be like water. You put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. You put yourself in this life, you become life. You're one with life. It guides you, it leads you, it provides for you. It takes care of you. All you need to do is to catch that wind. Open your sails, catch that wind, feel it. Feel the excitement of where it goes.